Hiya singers, welcome back to the weekly warm-up. I'm Laura, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm delighted that you're singing with us today. Here on the channel, I love to share clear, fun voice education so that you can improve your singing and enjoy it more. Today we're going to do a deep dive into an exercise that I showed you very briefly on a recent series. This exercise is great, and I know it's something that you're going to want to really include in your toolbox. I want you to know why it works so that you understand how your voice functions and what it is about this exercise that really improves the sound of your voice, giving you a nice full tone and helps you move low to high without pressing. So let's get into it. So singers, this exercise is called the fog hand. I'm going to ask you to make some fog on your palm as though it were a cold window and you are going to make some fog on it. So like this. Give that a try. Okay, that sensation of warm air in your mouth is really the basic element of this exercise. So if you don't want to hear all about the nuts and bolts of why it works, you can skip ahead to the repetitions of the exercise. I will put a timestamp in the description box below, but I really want you to know why it works, because this idea of warm air in your mouth is something that you can take into all your repertoire. Now, when you make that billow of warm air on your palm, what you can probably feel is that the throat is nice and open and the resonant space inside the mouth is open. Those are really the elements of singing beautifully throughout the range, fueling the voice with air, not constricting anywhere, and making resonance. So we're really allowing the air to travel without restriction through that open throat, and we're using that airflow to fuel our voice as it moves. One thing I want you to be really cognizant of as you do this is that there's not an kind of accentuated H sound. So we're not making, you hear that really harsh hiss? That's not what we're doing here. It's a much softer sound. I can hear that the air is moving, but using that sound instead of is going to result in a singing sound that is not breathy or hissy, but rather full and lovely. So with that introductory material out of the way, let's get into the repetitions of the exercise. We're going to use a pitch pattern of do, high do, sol, mi, do. Now, if you're kind of a good subscriber of the channel, you've been here before, you might notice that that's the same pitch sequence as we used for that sandwich eating open vocal space exercise. And it's because I really love to piggyback this idea of like the fog hand onto that exercise. So you can do them simultaneously, but for now, let's just put that hand in front of our mouth and we're going to make some fog as we sing through that pitch sequence. I'll demonstrate once. Try that with me. Now make sure that you're feeling warm air on each note, but also as you travel low to high. That's really what makes this work. Let's go here. And here. And here. Now I'm also feeling warm air as I travel out of the top note. So from low to high, and again, as I go on my way down. So let's go here again. And here. And here. Two more. And. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, so to get the full benefit of this exercise, you're going to want to make sure that you can also make all that warm air and maintain that awareness when your hand is not in front of your mouth. It's very easy to feel the warm air on your hand. It's a little more difficult to keep your attention focused on the sensation of airflow. So let's go back to where we started. And we're going to do that same pattern without the hand in front, but make sure that you keep that air flowing as you are on each note, as you move low to high, as you come out of that high note. Basically all the time, keep that warm air flowing. I hope this has been helpful for you. I use this idea all the time in my singing, and I just love the beautiful full tone that it gives to me and to my students. If you're used to singing with a really restricted airflow, it is possible that this is going to feel almost like it might be a little breathy to you. I can promise you that as long as you're not doing that really hissy air, I'm sure that the sound is lovely and generous and full, not breathy. It also might be a good idea for you to check out the full series that I referenced earlier, which is where I originally introduced this exercise. I'll put a link up in the cards and a link also down in the description box. But that idea of singing on a flow of breath rather than on like muscular pushing is so essential to good singing that feels good. I really appreciate your time, and I appreciate your curiosity in wanting to know how your voice works and how that knowledge can help you to improve your singing and enjoy it more. If that sounds good to you, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. That will tell YouTube that other singers might benefit from this video as well. And if you just can't wait until next Thursday, which is the next time that I'll post a video, make sure that you check out the description box for a link to my newsletter, which comes out in your inbox every Friday. It's totally free, and it's full of fun tidbits about singing that are kind of instructive, interesting, and amusing. So I look forward to seeing you over there or back here next Thursday. And in the meanwhile, thanks for practicing.